Well, welcome back, everyone. It is a joyous time of year for most, but it's also a time for those thieves and scam artists to take full advantage. So we invited Dale Metzger, Elida police chief. So welcome, Dale.
Welcome.
We're going to talk a little bit about some tips that are good and helpful tips for keeping people safe during the holiday season.
Oh, exactly. And that's what people have to realize. There's people always out there wanting to do wrong or doing harm to somebody, be it just stealing something or actually physically doing harm to them. That's why we always told people, if you're shopping, pay attention to your surroundings and be aware what's going on around you.
Yep.
If you are going in and out of stores, make sure you're putting your packages in your trunks or underneath something in your vehicles, because it only takes them a second to shatter your window and be gone.
That is very true. I've known from experience.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, it's good with the deliveries amounts that people are now doing online. We're recommending, get yourself a bin, or if you trust the delivery company, the access to your garage to be able to put it in, unlock it, or have it delivered to a family member or a trusted friend that you trust to take care of that package until you can come pick it up, which I personally do.
Oh, okay. And also maybe cameras. Now, cameras are pretty much out there everywhere.
Cameras are good because they can see the area where it's being delivered. It won't prevent them from taking it,
right?
Unfortunately.
That's true.
But at least you can have the footage of it. But with the mask that people are wearing now, it's hard to recognize who people are. So you have to countermeasure what they're doing in the trends of they're taking things from you.
Right. And also when people are out and about doing their holiday shopping, sometimes they carry a large amount of cash.
Exactly. You never want to keep your cash out in the open. If you have your purse or your wallet or whatever, you don't want to leave it on the cart and turn your back to it, because people are watching. They're going to come by and they can snatch it in a second and be gone, and you have no clue who took it or where it went to.
That's true. And maybe credit card might be a better choice, instead of carrying out a big wad of cash.
Yeah, correct. But at the same time, you have to make sure, if you are using a credit card online, make sure it's a reputable place. Make sure that way it's trusted and they have secured links and secure sites, because there's a lot of, like, if you go onto the social media sites and click on to buy something, if it takes you to a different site, you're going to want to check that site and make sure it is safe and legitimate.
Right. So even though it might look like a reputable store, it might not really be that store.
Correct. They'll change one letter or add a letter, and all of a sudden you're thinking you're at a major brand store, and all of a sudden it's something different, and they've got your information.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure you get a lot of phone calls as well about the text messages saying, it said UPS that I had a delivery, and click on this link.
Correct. And as soon as you do that, they can access your entire phone, because right now basically a phone is a little computer, and that's what people aren't realizing. You click on that, you've just given them access to your entire information. If you have financial information, payment information on your phone, they've got access to your phone now, and they can access that and use that to steal your money.
Oh yeah, and I was reading that most people, everybody should also change their passwords, make sure that their computers and iPhones or Androids or whatever they have are up to date. Because it brings out the most up to date security.
Correct. I mean, yeah, it can be a hassle with the updates, getting used to what you have to do, but they're updating for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's where you need to do it. Like, you have the hidden apps, which could be a calculator or a notepad or something like that has another lock access code on it, that if you're going to do it, put it in it. So that way that you have 2 or 3 layers that they have to get through to get it. They're not going to want to waste that much time for who knows how much amount of money.
Right.
But in the United States, last year, there's over $280 million scammed from people.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, it happens. I mean, the big ones that are going on right now they call them the grandparent scams. Is where they call up, hey, this is your grandson, or I'm calling for your grandson, but he doesn't want, so don't tell nobody. If they're saying that, those should be red flags.
Right.
If you aren't seeing that person face to face, don't trust that phone call.
Right.
And you'll get to where, hey, I'm at the police station, I need money to get bailed out. Or we send money to get a gift card and send this to the police. The police ain't going to call you and say, we have a warrant for you.
Right.
We're just going to show up. We're not going to call and say, hey, you better send us a gift card or else. That's not how payments are made. It has to be through legitimate means, and that's always through the courts, not through the police departments.
Yeah, well, Dale, thank you so much for coming out here and making sure that our public is as safe and secure during the holiday seasons. I really do appreciate it. I know they do too.
Yep, no problem. Glad to help.
All right, well, don't go away. We have more when we return.